Hey everybody, Will here from O'Reilly Auto Parts to show you how to change a power steering pump. Today we'll be changing the power steering pump on a 2009 Honda Accord, but procedures will vary, so be sure to know the specifics for your vehicle before getting started. Once you've got your supplies together, here's what you'll do. Set a catch basin under the vehicle to collect any spilled fluid. Per manufacturer's recommendations, it's best to complete a power steering fluid flush before installing new components to prevent any contaminants from entering and damaging the new pump. You can learn more about how to flush the power steering system with this helpful video. Disconnect and isolate the negative battery cable. Locate your power steering pump. You may need to remove components to give yourself access to the pump on your specific vehicle. Siphon out as much power steering fluid as possible. Before removing your serpentine belt, locate a diagram of the belt's routing. You can usually find a diagram in your owner's manual or on a sticker somewhere in the engine compartment. Use a socket and ratchet or breaker bar to rotate the belt tensioner until it reaches its stop. Slip the belt off, then slowly let the tensioner rotate back until it stops. Be sure not to let the tensioner arm snap back into position. This can cause severe damage to the tensioner. Cover the tensioner, alternator, and AC compressor with shop towels or rags to protect them from spilled power steering fluid when you remove the pump. At the pump, remove the high pressure hose. And the return hose. Use a ratchet and sockets to remove the bolts securing the pump to the engine. And carefully remove the pump, being sure not to spill any fluid on the vehicle. If you do, wipe up any spilled fluid as quickly as possible. If your new power steering pump didn't come equipped with a new pulley, inspect the old pulley for signs of damage. If it looks good, you'll need to remove the pulley from the old pump and install it on the new one. This may be as simple as removing a nut or bolt to remove the old pulley, or may require a pulley puller and installer kit. You can find this kit in our loaner tool program, and we've included a link on how to use this tool for your power steering pump pulley installation. On our Accord, the pulley is secured with a nut and can be removed without specialty tools. To remove the old pulley, place the pump in a vise or have a friend hold it securely. Then you can insert a pry bar or screwdriver through one of the holes in the pulley and brace it against the pump body to prevent it from spinning. Use a 19mm socket and ratchet to break the pulley retaining nut loose and remove it. The pulley can then be pulled off the old power steering pump. Reinstall the pulley and nut on the new power steering pump. Use your pry bar to brace the pulley against the pump body and tighten the nut. For our Accord, we torqued the nut to 47 foot-pounds. If your new pump doesn't include the inlet tube or other hardware, you'll need to move it over as well before installing. Make sure to use new O-rings where necessary to prevent leaks. Now we're ready to install the new pump. Move it into place and secure it with the bolts you removed. Torque those bolts to your vehicle's manufacturer specification. In our case, that's 16 foot-pounds. When replacing your power steering pump, it's often a good idea to replace your power steering hoses also, since they can deteriorate internally. These rubber particles can cause damage to the new pump, so replacing the hoses at the same time can help ensure a long-lasting repair. For more information on how to replace power steering hoses, check out our video. Replace the outlet hose O-ring and reinstall the power steering hoses. tighten them to specification. For our vehicle, the fasteners securing the outlet hose will be tightened to 8 foot-pounds. Remove the rags from the engine compartment and dispose of them properly. Use the diagram you found earlier to route the belt back onto the pulleys. Start by routing the belt around all the pulleys except the idler pulley. Rotate the tensioner arm until it contacts its stop position. Route the belt around the idler pulley and slowly let the tensioner rotate into the belt. Make sure the belt is routed properly and that it's seated on all the pulleys. With the belt installed, it may be a good idea to inspect it with a belt wear indicator to make sure the gap between the tang and the housing stop doesn't exceed manufacturer specifications. Reinstall any components you removed in order to gain access to the power steering pump. Reattach your negative battery cable. And remove the catch basin from under the vehicle. Now you'll want to bleed the power steering system, and there may be a specific procedure for your vehicle, but most are relatively similar. Follow this link for step-by-step instructions on how to bleed the system. Once the system is bled, check to make sure your power steering fluid level is appropriate and start the vehicle. Check for any leaks and ensure your power steering system is working as it should. If it is, close the hood. And that's it. You'll find everything you need for this and other jobs at your local O'Reilly Auto Parts store or O'ReillyAuto.com. If you're not completely comfortable doing this yourself, we'd be happy to recommend a professional technician in your area. And be sure to subscribe so you'll see all our new video content. We'll see you again soon.